of fiction in our favourite films. Still to come, Joel tries to escape a Terminator Salvation-style motion-tracking killer cyborg.
Pretty hardcore.
And nice robots turn nasty in our look at machine-based disaster movie cliches.
Next up in our survival guide to mad movie machines is Terminator Salvation.
In this action-packed disaster movie, mankind is threatened by frightening, futuristic killer machines.
Come with me if you want to live.
Their motion-tracking sensors give them a huge advantage, which makes this route even more for the human underdogs, who escape simply by running away. But would that really be possible?
So to evade a motion-tracking robot with a gun, you just run very, very fast towards a massive building?
Yeah, probably that, and also hoping that robots in the future can't shoot straight. I reckon this is a job for you, mate.
Judgment Day has been and gone, and the robots have finally taken control of the world. They use motion-sensing technology to track you down and shoot you. But should you really try and outrun motion-tracking gunfire? And if not, how do you avoid being turned into Swiss cheese?
To find out, I'm meeting a professional bullet dodger who's been teaching evasion techniques to the military for almost 20 years.
In the film Terminator Salvation, this guy called Marcus, he evades the machine gun with motion sensors by just running, just really, really fast. Is that the best way to evade it?
No.
Oh,
We've got machines out there now that can track you and get there before you can.
that's incredible. So they know what you're thinking.
Absolutely. You have to really try and outthink and preempt the movement of the machine that's going to be pitting its wits against you.
It seems Terminator Salvation is unrealistic. You couldn't just run away from a motion-tracking robot gunman. They're too quick. So what should I do?
If you're talking about something that's got motion sensors on, it's going to pick up any movement. It's going to pick up the fact that you've just poked your head around the side of the vehicle, the building, whatever it is that you're hiding behind.
Yeah.
And as you step out of there, it's already picked you up. So the chances are you're going to get nailed before you even move off. If you take 4 or 5 steps back behind cover and come out of there like a wailing banshee, it's got a less chance of being able to pick you up straight away.
First tip, take steps back to give me a run-up so I hit open ground at full speed. Then what?
You want to stay out of the open for as long as physically possible.
Okay.
Short movements, fast movements, stay low. You need to make it as hard for it to track you as is physically possible.
Tip 2, short, fast, low movements. But where do I run to?
Solid objects, dense objects, bases of trees, buildings where possible, certainly the ground, if you can get yourself dug in behind some sort of dirt berm or
A big mound or something.
yeah, absolutely. Vehicles. You know, you can use vehicles as long as you're standing behind things like the engine block.
Okay.
That type of thing.
So you've got to pick which part of the car you stand behind.
Well, you certainly don't want to stand over the fuel tank, do you?
That's very true.
So 3, take cover behind trees, mounds of dirt, and engine blocks. Anything else?
Because it's a motion sensor, you need to start looking at distracting the machine.
Is there anything in particular you would recommend to use as distraction technique?
Anything that is big enough that the motion sensor can pick it up, you need to be thinking about, as that is moving, you're moving. Because then you're going to try and confuse the machine into choosing.
And tip 4, distract the robot so it shoots one way while I go the other.
Well, luckily, Alex, this film's set in the future, and, you know, machine guns that have motion sensors on them haven't even been invented yet.
Unfortunately, there's a bit of bad news over there for you.
It's a motion-tracking paintball gun, which is good, because real bullets go right through me.
So here she is, living proof that they do exist.
This looks very scary. So how does one of these things work?
We've got the remote eye at the front, and that's the thing that's actually watching you. We've got the main armament itself, and this one is currently set to spit out around 15 paintballs per second.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of paint coming out.
Paint.
There's also a lot of pain.
You put the pain in paint.
Absolutely.
Time to see if I can put what I've learnt to the test and evade being shot by this trigger-happy robot gun. I want to see if I can make it from here to my getaway jeep over there.
See how we get on.
Here we go. It's quite a long run to my next bit of cover by that big dirt mound. I need to buy myself some time, so I'm going to use the distraction method to confuse the robot gun. worked. The gun was distracted by the rolling tyre, giving me just enough time to dive to safety. My next cover is that band. I need to stay low and fast, and if I can jump into the back, the engine block should give me enough protection from the bullets. I'm in! Now I can use this as cover to pull back, so I can have a good run up and hit the open at full pelt. Phew, that was close. I tried to stay as low as I could by doing a combat roll. It doesn't get much lower than that. I've made it to another good place for cover, a tree stump. Now I've got a clear walk to the Jeep's wheel well, and all I need is one last distraction. And I'm in.
I think I made it in one piece. Apart from, yeah, definitely got hit in the neck. Things would have been a lot worse, though, if it wasn't for Alex's techniques. It was incredible. You know what? I totally left my car keys at the start. Bear with me. Here we go.
So what did we learn?
If you've been shot at by a motion-detecting robot from the future, simply running as fast as you can might not be enough to save your ass.
To escape, run fast and low, and use distractions to confuse the nasty machines.
That's how you survive being shot by a killer robot in a disaster movie.
Now it's time.